Donald Trump did a complete 180 on the issue of Iran. Check it out.
I'll meet with anybody. I believe in meeting. The Prime Minister said it better than anybody can say it. Speaking to other people, especially when you're talking about potentials of war and death and famine and lots of other things. You meet. There's nothing wrong with meeting. We met, as you know, with Chairman Kim, and you haven't had a missile fired off in 9 months. We got our prisoners back. So many things have happened so positive. But meeting with people, I had a great meeting, in my opinion. Of course, the fake news didn't cover it that way, but I had a great meeting with President Putin of Russia. I think it was a great meeting in terms of the future, in terms of safety and economic development and protecting Israel and protecting everybody. I thought it was a great meeting. So I believe in meeting. I would certainly meet with Iran if they wanted to meet. I don't know that they're ready yet. They're having a hard time right now. But I ended the Iran deal. It was a ridiculous deal. I do believe that they will probably end up wanting to meet, and I'm ready to meet anytime they want to. And I don't do that from strength or from weakness. I think it's an appropriate thing to do. If we could work something out that's meaningful, not the waste of paper that the other deal was, I would certainly be willing to meet.
Do you have preconditions for that meeting?
No preconditions, no. They want to meet, I'll meet. Anytime they want. Anytime they want. It's good for the country, good for them, good for us, and good for the world. No preconditions. If they want to meet, I'll meet.
When Obama said that exact same thing, there wasn't a single person on the right who said, I support Obama. When Trump says it, there's not a single person I've seen who on the right who's against Trump. So meeting is fine if you're a Republican, and it's intelligent, and it's rational, and it's all about negotiation and making a deal. If you're a Democrat, it's all about weakness and apologizing for America, and it's going to make the situation worse. And by the way, the hypocrisy goes both ways here. It goes both ways. Because Democrats now are like, meeting? He wants to meet without preconditions? Oh my goodness. That's so terrible. Well, that's literally exactly what Obama said and what was done. And that was a good thing. Now, so there's hypocrites all over the place on this. But here's the thing that frustrates me to no end. So Iran follows the deal to a T. They followed the deal. The IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, verified 11 times that they're following the deal. The U.S. violates the deal because we pass a round of symbolic sanctions on them, which is one of the few things under the deal we had to not do is sanction them. So we violate the deal. Donald Trump comes in, pulls out of the deal, puts new sanctions on them. Their fucking currency is collapsing. And then Trump is like, oh, you want to meet and talk? Yeah, perhaps you guys can make some sort of a deal wherein we guarantee that Iran doesn't create nukes. That's exactly what the fucking deal Obama did was. Listen, to anybody who actually looked through that the Iran deal under Obama, I was amazed. And in fact, people in Trump's administration even said this. It was either, I think it was it Mattis? I think it was Mattis who said it. That, or maybe it was Tillerson. It was either Mattis or Tillerson. They're like the same person. I have the same picture of them in my mind. They're like the same guy. But they even said, oh, when I read through the Iran deal, I was amazed at how biased in favor of America it was. In other words, everything that a hardline Republican would ask as a concession from Iran was in that Iran deal that Obama and Kerry got. So there's like legitimate left-wing criticism of that deal of like, yo, you guys need to pump your brakes, you're being too hard on Iran here. That's a legitimate criticism. Because under the deal, it's, hey, we're going to give you back your own money that we stole from you. That's what the U.S. says to Iran. And in return, you just let the IAEA in there to verify you're not enriching to get nuclear weapons. Now, they're allowed to have nukes like they are under international law, nuclear energy, but just for power for their power grid and for research. And again, verified by the IAEA. So We give them back their own money. We promise not to sanction them. In return, they guarantee and prove that they're not creating nukes. So here, there's no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump does not know the deal that Obama made. There's no way he knows it. There's no way he knows the details. There's no way he knows the specifics. Because his own advisors were like, you probably don't want to pull out of this. He was like, we're going to pull out of it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, let me just tell you. It's like with the Paris Climate Agreement. We're going to pull out of it. Why? Because Obama did it, and I'm a knee-jerk reactionary, and I'm going to be against him. And so that's what happens. Pulls out of it, and then now he's like, oh, yeah, we could talk to me without preconditions. You mean exactly the thing Obama did, and the potential thing you'd want is a deal where we prove they don't create nukes. That's exactly what we had. So he blows up the world in order to step in and go, I'm now going to save the world. So, it's like somebody dumps a bucket of feces on you and then sells you relief from all the flies that come and fly around you. Like, oh, did I just dump a bucket of shit on you? Here's some bug spray to keep the flies off. Oh, didn't I save the day? I just gave him bug spray. You also dumped a bucket of shit on him. What the fuck? That's Trump right now. That's Trump. I mean, violating the Iran deal, pulling out of it, by the way, destroying, between this and the Paris Climate Agreement, destroying the word of America. Not saying it was great before, because it wasn't, but just almost on a comical level destroying it. So now, who's going to make a deal with the U.S. knowing that the next administration will willy-nilly pull out of it? Who's going to make a deal with the U.S.? Oh, yeah, we're going to do the Paris Climate Agreement, we're going to stick to this, sorry, wrong, pulling out of it. Oh, yeah, we're going to do this Iran nuclear deal, and here we're going to put all the terms down on paper, and this is... wrong, sorry, we're going to pull out of it. And then we're going to have the nerve to, while we're collapsing your economy on purpose to try to do regime change, we're going to try and go, oh, do you want to meet? Well, maybe if we meet, we can make a deal where, you don't create nukes, and we have this thing that, is exactly like the fucking thing we had before. So I'm happy that there might be talks, and we might have some kind of way to smooth out this situation, but make no mistake about it, there's no question about it. He created the problem, and now he's trying to step in and fix the problem that he just created. That's what this is. And by the way, Hassan Rouhani, and I don't blame him for this, he said, no, I'm not going to fucking meet with you. So, what more do you want from Iran? If we make a deal, they follow the deal, you violate the deal, you pull out of the deal, then you step in and say, I was just kidding, we can do a deal now. You're fucking playing games with them, with their fucking economy, which affects so many people. Their currency is collapsing because of actions you took, and they're supposed to think you're acting in good faith? He's a dumbass. He's a dumbass. This isn't some sort of, he's playing chess. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's got no idea what he's doing, and this is example number 4,312 on that front.